I'm there, young man, big man, watching the game, and obviously hearing about they gave racial abuse towards Bailey on the side, and the fans were giving it as they're giving it, yeah. And the amount of things I heard later that day, I was listening to Talk Sport. They need to ban Hungary. They need to do this to Hungary. They need to be kicked out of the competition and whatever their story. Yeah, I sat down and I'm thinking, what a bunch of hypocrites. Straight up hypocrites. Do you think in England right now, black players are having it easy on the side? Do you think, have you seen the abuse? You know what I'm saying? Do you see the abuse that's going online? Did they just miss what happened after the three penalties have been missed? What is going on? People, can you explain to us the paperwork for Hungary? Before we get to Hungary's paperwork, let's process. Hungary got done over because of their madness in the Euros. England has got away with it. Maybe because it wasn't on the football pitch. I don't know. Yeah? But the reality show is they were out of order abusive and putting up flowers and refixing Rashford's memorial or whatever, mural or whatever you call it, anyway, painting on the wall, does not cover the sin. It happened. You know what I'm saying? And there's no implication, there's no punishment for England, the way they behaved towards the black players and black players in general continually in the UK. They're continually doing it and pretending like it doesn't happen.
Bro, I fully hear where you're coming from, and you know me, I'm very, very vocal when it comes to racism and that. Be it on a football pitch, in the place of work, I don't condone it. I'm not into it. And I hear where you're coming from, but I'm gonna read something from my Instagram because it was about the England game, and an England fan named Cobb mentioned you in a comment, and it said, "We didn't throw cups and flares at them and make monkey noises. Anyone can post anything on social media from anywhere in the world to go to a game and abuse players in that way is totally a different thing." He says, Tottenham fans, I take it as a Tottenham fan, loudly cheered Saka at our stadium despite him being a rival. Let's not pretend the situations are comparable and you're kidding yourself. What did you say after that? This is what I'm talking about. So hold on, hear what the man says, Hear what the man says. We didn't make monkey noises. So because you didn't make monkey noises,
it's cool.
You didn't throw flares and you didn't throw cups at them. You think you, English people, English fans are better than the Hungary fans. Let me tell you, as a black man, you're a joke. And if you think that's the truth, mate, you need to go and look at yourself. Every England fan, go and look in your mirror. What, because you didn't throw a cup at me, but you call me a black this and a black that? Or it's because cool. You didn't throw a flare at me or call me a monkey, but your fans, when my fellow black players missed the penalties, you took it to the streets and you was attacking innocent black people on the road.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So how do you sit down and write that dross to justify to go on like you're better than the Hungarian fans? You're no different to the Hungarian fans. The only difference is they're from Hungary and you're from England. I can't probably understand them in a conversation where I can understand you. That's the only difference, mate. You understand? 100. So I don't understand how English fans can point fingers. Don't point fingers when you're leaving glass houses. Don't do that. Don't do that, England fans. How dare you criticise Hungarian football? But how dare you? I don't remember a Hungarian captain racially abusing a black player. I remember England's captain doing it, so don't point fingers and talk to me about we're not as bad as them. You're a lot worse, mate. You're a lot worse, mate, because you're captain. You're captain. We don't call his name because we don't call his name, but you know what we're talking about. Played for one of the most racialist clubs in English football, and I'm not going to take back my talk. And just because you signed Romelu Lukaku don't mean we're not racist. You know, because when I remember Chelsea fans saying, "Oh, today we got a point at Sheffield Wednesday," but I'm not celebrating a point. In my eyes, we lost because Paul Cannaville scored the equaliser for Chelsea, and the Chelsea fans wouldn't acknowledge him because of the colour of his skin. English fans, mate. Same Chelsea fans who racially abused Raheem Sterling whilst playing for Man City. But you people are going to say Hungarian fans are worse than you. Really? Really? Come on now.
Wasn't it the Tottenham fans that threw a banana on the pitch with the derby a couple of years
ago? At the Emirates.
At the Emirates.
To Aubameyang. So, Cobb, thank you, Roger. Cobb, you spoke to me on my personal Instagram, so I hope you might watch. But I'm going to hit you up later. I'm going to remind you that your Tottenham fans, who you were talking, who clapped and praised Saka, you threw bananas at Aubameyang. So again,
2 seasons ago.
Again, you know, it don't make because you've clapped Saka this year, it don't make you racist. No, I don't. I still remember when you're throwing bananas, bro.
Yeah, man.
So let's not get it twisted. And this is what we're saying. English fans, stop this judgmental mentality that English fans, English media, and the rest have. You're on the same. For me, as a black man, you're on the same par as the Hungarians. You're on the same par as the Bulgarians and the Spanish.
In a way, it's even worse because let's not get it twisted.
Talk it, my brother.
England playing Hungary, right, is a game that you'll see once every blue moon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can almost say, okay, we played Hungary on this occasion. They did that, but week in, week out in the Premiership, there's racism.
Week in, week out.
You know what I'm saying?
Black players are taking the knee and they're still going to stadiums and they're booing.
Yeah, man.
That's in England. That's
and
in
they know the reason why.
Yeah, exactly.
They know the reason why the players are taking the knee.
Right down, man.
Yeah.
And
man. They're still booing them. So how do you get off? How do you get off sitting in your high throne pointing at Hungary fans? How do you get off doing that?
Jeez,
how do you get off?
I would have loved to see if he would have put up the same message had England lost the game.
Very true.
And like those black players had missed opportunities.
Yeah, very true.
I would have liked to see if he would have still put that same message up there, or maybe he would have been joining the Hungary fans online to put a completely different message across.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, 100%. You know, what I mean, it's like when they're winning, you know, we always talk the big talk. So England fans, you know, I think they've definitely got it from ourselves, you know, in terms of like, you know, do not. And I don't feel sorry for Southgate, because there's a lot of reversals. Because I'm hearing Boris Johnson kick off. I'm hearing all these jokers that are just kicking off, and I'm thinking, can you just sort out
the
your
ones that
garbage?
Instigated it for their words in the first place.
Exactly. You know, so it's just like, guys, it's making me feel sick. And you know what? I'm sick or tired of England, guys. Yeah, they never go to black people and say, how do you feel about it? Is that offensive? And you don't want to listen to us. They're telling us. Yeah, how we're meant to feel. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it at all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, stop. I mean, you know what makes it worse, guys? Yeah, is our black footballers on Talk Sport talking Safi talk. Yeah, like they're not referring it back and say, oh, remember this? A couple of them says, okay, listen, but we got our stuff to sort out. But we're not getting guys who are verbally Rios, the big guys, to say, listen, back off them. We have to sort our stuff out before we can even talk about them. Because if we're going to say to them to be banned, we should be banned or kicked out of the World Cup, the next World Cup already. Nobody's brave enough to say that.
Because if you see, the thing is, we've said this statement on here before, that you don't hear online or anywhere about black fans basically
abusing white players who miss penalties or who cost their club anything. We don't do that. And that's what we're saying,
you know,
bro.
I would love, not so much I would love to see, but I could tell you what the result would be if England, for example, was to go over to Jamaica and play a friendly against Jamaica, and the Jamaican supporters decided they're going to treat the white players the same way the white fans treat the black players here. Yeah, they'd be a problem for people to take action.
It'd be a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be a problem, and that's the hypocrisy of the English. That is the hypocrisy of the English, because the English will sit down and say, why is Roger, Marcus and Anthony still talking about racism? Why? What's the problem? I'm not racist. You know, but you're not racist. You're one out of what? But, you know, let's be real. Let's be honest, like you said.
And let me just make this point as well. Even if you, for example, turn around and you say, you know, I've never said or done anything racist in my life and stuff like that. Even if you sit in the presence of someone that's being racist and you don't correct them and you just stay there listening to them, taking part in the conversation, nodding your head, right? You're just as bad. You're just as bad.
Yeah.
So it's not just about what you do. It's also about what you're allowed to take place.
Yeah, you know, 100 guys, man, and I think that, you know, I just feel sorry for media now because we're gonna capture every single moment. We're not gonna let it off them that easy,
No, not
man.
at all.
You know, not at all. And I'm sure we can get. I'm sure I'm gonna reach out to PC Ward very soon as well. You know what I'm saying? Because. Oh boy, don't even say that, man. You mean sorry. Auntie's just looking at some trying to be Black Lives Matter posts online that he's trying to show out there. So yeah, I don't, you know. But also, guys, you know, we know that there's a case that's going through at the moment with I know PC Woods involved with it, I believe, with the guy who racially abused Romain Sawyers. They mentioned it the day after the Hungary. Yeah, somehow it hits the news. I don't know if you guys heard much about it at all. Did you hear anything about it?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about it. I was disappointed to hear about the suspended thing. Was it 18 months or something like that?
What was that? Sorry.
The case with Romain Sawyers this week. Did you see the news about it? Did you see the news about it?
No.
Yeah, so literally the day, just because, you know, we all know it's about optics, yeah? The day after England got the abuse, fake racial abuse, the next day, we started mentioning the news about, oh, we're dealing with this white guy here because he racially abused Romain Sawyers. But I wasn't too sure what his sentence was, bro, but he got 18 months.
No, he I can't remember how long he got, but they suspended the sentence for 18 months. This is the stuff I don't get. If you know the guy is guilty, why are you suspending the sentence for 18 months? I don't understand that.
They're too scared to press the button, man. You know what I mean? You know, because the reality show is the only crime that's allowed you can get away with is crime against black people. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? If black people do something, we get sent down for 5,000 years, yeah. But yet, when white people are racially abusers, it's called, oh, they can get over it, you know, problem. It just does my head in, man. Absolutely does my head in at all. You know what I mean, and whatsoever. But hopefully we'll get PC guy on that Stu Ward. I want to get him out on that one because I think that's really, really important. Now,